Hi guys and welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the Common Voice project. That is a project that aims to collect a huge data set for voice or for speech. And these data sets can be used for uh, things like speech recognition or speech synthesis and speech related tasks. So it's a very important project if you want to move on, if you want to advance speech. So we have 4.6 thousand recorded hours so far, and we have 3.7 thousand validated hours so far. So this is have come a long way. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you guys can contribute to this project. So if you go to voice.mozilla.org, and then you can enter your email, your Gmail account, and create an account. I have my account, as you guys can see here. I'm gonna go to dashboard, and there I'm gonna see my stats for the language that I've contributed. So you guys can see that I have 20,000 clips recorded and 35,000 validated. I can see individual languages such as Portuguese. So you guys can see here 11,000 Spanish. I have this much. So you guys can also see the global leaderboard. You guys can see here Refik is in the first place with 38,000 clips recorded. And then the validated clips, we have Debnet with 243,000 clips recorded. I'm the 8th place. Let's see how far can I go, how far can I get. Pretty left behind still, but let's see in this new year. So you guys can create your own goals. I have a goal here of, let me go see, I have a goal of, I forgot. You guys can set your own goals, and if you came here, so right at the bottom there is this get decided 10,000 hours is achievable if in just over 6 months, if 1,000 people record 45 clips a day. So 1,000 people can get 10,000 hours of speech in 6 months, which is from the deep speech team, the estimated size of the data set that is needed in order to train a very competitive model. Let's go to languages. As you guys can see over here, we have the stats for each language. English has 1.1 thousand hours validated, which is close from the initial goal, which was 1.2 thousand hours of speech validated. German is almost half of that goal. It has 449 hours. French is right behind German with 380 hours. Kabyle, which is a very interesting language because, as you guys can see, the number of speakers or people that are recording is not that high, but the number of hours that they recorded is pretty huge. So we have here some other languages as well, and more languages are on the way. So you guys can pick your language. This video is for English, but if you speak other languages other than English, you can of course contribute. So let's go with contribute here. So I can do two things. I can validate and I can record audios or new files. So let me. I'm just gonna start by recording some clips. Even though I'm kind of uh, out of touch with English right now, so let's give this a try. The ethnicity of letter in the Greek rulers is less clear. Let's hear again. So because my microphone is not using AGC, which is a feature from Windows that increases the volume, the yeah, you cannot hear. Let me try to just a second, guys. I'm gonna try to define this. The ethnicity of letter in the Greek rulers is less clear. Yeah, I guess you see the quality is not that great, but let's go ahead. In the first round of the tournament, Brazil lost their second game against Hungary. Hungary. In the first round of the tournament, Brazil lost their second game against Hungary. Hungary. Okay. This is a pretty difficult sentence because it makes English with some German words. Eventually, Kekkonen got in contact with Hans Michel Hansen, who owned a small music studio. Yes, pretty difficult. Eventually, Kekkonen got in contact with Hans Michel Hansen, who owned a small music studio. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, especially because I'm not a German speaker. So, yeah, let's see this one. A full country list is available as far. Okay, let me to do it again. A full country list is available as in a fair use policy. Not that not that hard, but still. Let's try this one. Demira was born in Cusco in the Avellini. I need to say this again. Avellinici. Let's skip this sentence. A variety of transportation means are available in Wasilla. Yeah, that's still hard though. Okay, let's see this one. Seems more easy, right? She met Prince. Okay, I need to go back to the start. She met Prince Alexander while performing her duties at the court in St. Petersburg. She met Prince Alexander while performing her duties at the court in St. Petersburg. Yeah, that's definitely some uh, difficult words there, but let's go. Especially because I've been recording some videos and I'm kind of tired right now, so that's the outcome. But let's go ahead. Um, the school students, I need to get that. The school student generally continue their education at Newstead and Launceston College. That's a very difficult. For it, Adams received the University of Louisville. Yeah, definitely Louisville, right? Louisville, Grewell, Mayor. It's hard. The privatization was completed later that year. The privatization was completed later that year. That's okay. It's more. That seems to be easier, right? He was promoted to colonel. He was promoted to colonel. Let's see the okay. The hospital mainly comprises two or three story. That's a new word for me. Story. I think it's story, right? The hospital mainly comprises two or three-story buildings across the site. Hunter was born in West Point, Nebraska. Hunter was born in West Point, Nebraska. Well, we did great. We have more file clips. When I'm using my smartphone, I usually do better because I don't have to click on the mouse that much. We are having an earlier breakfast, then driving back. He needed to sell his possessions in order to continue to purchase film. The chimney needs sweeping. The chimney needs sweeping, right? Sweeping. The chimney needs sweeping, right? I think sweeping, right? It was designed by Charles Allen Gifford. It was designed by Charles Allen Gifford. Yeah, that's some very difficult sentences. Yeah, I'm not used to it. Although this station is on ground level, platform screen doors are fitted. Let's skip this one. The Equanotor. Okay, let's skip this one. It quickly acquired the status of a classic work. It quickly acquired the status of a classic work. Yeah, +5. So there you go. We have uploaded a couple of clips into my account, which will counter. So this is pretty good to practice English if you are not English speaker. If you are, I think it's much easier for you to do this to read right off the bat. So we've come this far. Now we have to. I'm gonna show you guys how to validate. So this is the global stats. So today we have 11,820 clips validated so far. This is across all languages. This is also across all languages. I can see individual stats for some other languages, such as Portuguese. You guys can see here. So this is a stat for Portuguese, for Spanish, for Italian, and for French. Okay. So I'm gonna go with all, and let's click in help. So now I'm gonna listen to some sentences, and I'm gonna validate them. So this process is usually more quick than recording, especially if you are used to listen a lot. So there are some shortcut here you guys can use. You guys can use P to play your stop, Y to validate the clip, and to no, saying that this clip is not valid, and S to skip the clip. So let's use the shortcuts to gain some time. Here you go.
The capture of the hind was the third labor of Hercules.
You said Hercules, right?
The capture of the hind was the third labor of Hercules.
Hercules, but it's not Hercules, it's Heracles. So this is not a valid clip. Let's click no.
Repairs included fitting great strong back girders straddling the hull and plating over. Repairs included fitting great strong back girders straddling the hull and plating over the gap.
That's a valid clip.
It is associated with healing.
Another one, very clearly.
Tiltson's Victoria Cross is currently held by the Royal Canadian Military Institute in Toronto.
Another one.
The village lies approximately midway between Northampton and Rugby.
Another one. So you guys can see that it's pretty fast if you are using shortcuts. If I'm doing this with the mouse, it takes a couple of clicks, so it takes away the.
Warren suffered a minor neck wound during the Confederate assault.
Yeah.
Besides the private clubs, the orchestra also played many high school proms.
Another one.
Every polyelement corresponds to a polyhex, as illustrated at right.
This is a tricky one because I can see that she said exactly what is on the screen, but there is some noises.
Every polyelement.
Yeah, at the beginning I was kind of confused, but I see that she said every polyelement. Okay, let's click yes.
The Godwin Presbyterian Church holds an annual homecoming each October.
Another one.
In the Mercury system, 2 series of rotors were used.
Another one.
It is the seat of Abitibi Regional County Municipality.
Another one. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go with more 4 clips.
Midtown began recording shortly after its formation.
It is the administrative. It is the. It is the.
That's I'm gonna click no because I saw way. I actually heard way before. There was some stuttering.
A lighthouse on the cape guards the entrance to Almaru Harbor.
Almaru Harbor, okay.
They were certified gold releases.
And okay, so you guys can see that the validation process is quite easy. I'm going to show you my stats for English here. English. So for recording is 11,000. For validation is 20,000. So I'm actually not validating more in English. I'm focusing on Spanish right now. But you guys can actually contribute to any of these languages. I recommend you guys do with the language that you are most familiar with. Okay, so that was the video, guys. You guys can come to this website, and you guys can start helping this project, which would be very helpful. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next time.